I'm in studio with David Smeltzer, Executive Director of Heritage Ministries. And David, welcome to our station today.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for having me.
It's a delight to have you. There are so many aspects of Heritage Ministries active in our community, but I want to focus on two today that are very close to our radio station here on Southwestern Drive between Hunt Road and Baker Street, Orchard Grove and the Woodlands. Let's start with Orchard Grove. What is Orchard Grove?
Well, Dennis, Orchard Grove residences are our newest assisted living facilities, and they were designed in a very unique way that doesn't exist anywhere else in our community, and that is they are actually 3 homes with 12 residents in each home, each with a private bath and a private room. But then each home also has its own kitchen, dining room, and living room. So instead of going down a hall to a large dining room with 30 or 40 other people, they are able to walk out of their rooms or be wheeled out of their rooms and have their meals at the dining room table with the rest of the residents. And the food is prepared right there in their home. So all 3 kitchens are preparing food all day.
Now, assisted living is a phrase that we hear a lot in the discussion of residential alternatives for people of a certain age today. So tell me what assisted living means and why Orchard Grove is so special in that context.
You're correct, Dennis. There are a lot of different definitions for assisted living, but in this case, we're a licensed assisted living facility with Medicaid eligibility. So 30 of 36 of the beds there, the residences, are eligible for Medicaid reimbursement for those who qualify. And this assisted living, we're able to care for, first of all, you provide all their food, their meals, 3 meals a day, laundry, housekeeping, if they desire, and assistance with medication. But because we're also licensed in the state's assisted living program, we're able to provide some skilled nursing-like care services there, assistance with bathing, assistance with getting dressed, and those types of things that other assisted living facilities cannot do.
So this would be ideal then for families considering a right place for someone to live who has particular needs, a particular set of needs. This might meet them exactly.
Absolutely. And there's a large range of folks that we can serve there. Some folks just are tired of doing their own cooking and cleaning and need a little bit of assistance with medications. Other folks, again, need a little bit more of that care where they might need some help getting dressed in the morning or help getting a shower sometime throughout the day, assistance with activities of daily living that most of us should take for granted, quite honestly.
Now, we will say this again later in the program, but if we've touched somebody's interest, reached somebody with this information about Orchard Grove, what's the next step for them to take?
Well, certainly give us a call at our offices. There's an application that has to be filled out, a doctor's evaluation that has to be done before you can qualify for living in Orchard Grove residences to make sure that you don't need more care than what we are allowed to provide. In many cases, we're a viable alternative to skilled nursing care that used to be required, but now because we have the assisted living program, we can do that at Orchard Grove instead.
What's the phone number?
You can reach us at 716-487-6874.
Now, that's Orchard Grove. In the same neighborhood is the Woodlands on Southwestern Drive between Baker and Hunt. What is the Woodlands? What is the difference?
Well, the Woodlands is our newest independent living group of retirement homes. In these homes, we provide all the utilities and all the appliances and all the repairs and maintenance of the homes, exterior and interior, but the residents themselves are independent living, so they do all their own meals, cooking, cleaning, those types of things.
So that would be for someone who could be more independent than the residents of Orchard Grove.
Absolutely. The beautiful thing is that if somebody is in the Woodlands or any of our other retirement homes, they are able to then have priority admission to something like Orchard Grove residences when it's needed.
Information available at that same number on the Woodlands?
All information available at that same number, 487-6874.
Now, David, you told me just before we got on the air here today that Heritage Ministries has an enormous impact in the community in terms of serving people in this age range with a wide variety of needs. How did you say it?
While we have retirement housing and assisted living both in Gary and here on Southwestern Drive, we are still the largest provider of long-term skilled nursing and rehab services in Chautauqua County. So we'll serve anywhere between 1,500 and 1,800 folks in our nursing homes through short-term rehab or long-term care this year.
So people who have needs in any of those areas would be wise to call 487-6874.
That's correct.
David Smeltzer, Heritage Ministries, my guests in studio today on WJTN.